Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the whole flock of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Gotta give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah. The Most High, the Heavenly Father, his Hebrew name is Yahweh. Not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Most High, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Ahaya, not Allah, not Abba, not Yahuwah. It's Yahweh. And his only God son name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shah. Not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christos, not Yeshaya, not Yehoshua, not Yahusha. It's Yahweh Shah. So gotta give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rekak, Wadash. Dub honors to the apostles, Nether Bishop, Nettles, a great millstone, who rule well, who teach well, who are the apostles, Nettles of all the Israel, whether accepted or not. And a sincere salutation to all the Akim pushing his truth, leaving his truth, but the full winds of the earth, the entire world shedding light to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the outwork who are listening learning. You few sisters who are listening learning. I'm Isaiah from GMS Orlando Count coming to us with another lesson of truth, fact, faith, and edification, another day of edification, Lord, what's be edifying. So I titled this lesson, The Enemy Can Never Be Trusted. And I saw this clip earlier today. So I said I want to make a few points on this. So I got quite a bit of precepts that I want to add to this. Lord, wouldn't this be edifying? The enemy can never be trusted. Turn the volume down. Check this out.
If people knew what kind of mess was going on just to get a piece of chicken, they would stop eating. Whatever you do, run from a poultry house. Do not do it. You'll lose your wife. You'll lose your health. You'll lose everything that you have. It's not worth it. Run from a chicken house. Run. I'm Carlton Sanders, and I'm from Forest, Mississippi. And I was a chicken grower for some 28 years for Cook Foods, and I lost everything I had due to the upgrades and guys that didn't like black folks. That's the bottom line. I mean, if people knew how much trouble we were having trying to grow these chicken, they would stop eating chicken. I mean, it's just that simple. Because nobody wants to be like I am now. I lost everything and pitiful looking and talking. And people don't want to do that. But now Tyson and Cook, ooh, it's just like you in hell with those guys. Yeah, I used to cry and couldn't stand to come by here because I did everything from scratch. And I'd been here for 30 some years. Had a beautiful garden. Everything was just good and perfect. So, therefore, it just made a mess out of things. Have to get out and move somewhere else and relocate. And you know how it is. It was just hard all over. This was my number one house right here on the Carlton Sanders farm. And I did this for 28 years right here at this farm right here. One year, and I would have had everything paid for from $750,000 down to $50,000. They found out somehow that I'm about to get everything paid for, and they wanted me to do all upgrades, so they would put me back in debt some $500,000, and the bank wouldn't do it. First, the bank was on my side, so we are sick of these chicken farms and the way they operate. And then all of a sudden, when they got ready to cut me off and kill me, then the bank pulled in with them. My son got the money to buy the place, and once he got the money, they wouldn't let him have it. The man told me, said, well, he told my son first, he said, they trying to put your dad out of there. They sold for $110,000. That's what this guy got it for.
How much did you have today?
I offered him 150. It was a racial thing, a black versus white. And if I'd have been a white guy, I never would have went through this. And they didn't have no mercy on me. And I don't wish this on nobody. And a farmer shouldn't have to go through this, when he's feeding America. He shouldn't have to go through this. Nobody should have to go through what I done gone through. So, like I said, I thank God I'm still living and things as well as it is. And that's just how it is. I'm thankful and blessed. Chicken is the way of life in Mississippi. Now, that's where you're gonna find your black guys that on the truck and catching the chicken. It's pretty dangerous because right now, with this corona thing out, these people get sick and die or get sick. They just roll another black guy in this place and tell him to keep on getting up. It's terrible. If people knew what kind of mess was going on just to get a piece of chicken, they would stop eating it. Cory Booker, Elizabeth Warren, Senator Doug Jones, they wanted to help. So we're trying to get a bill passed as to how we can handle these problems and help other growers not to grow through what I've gone through. I look at it like Martin Luther King and Lewis. Those guys can do it. I can too. I want to be heard, and I want to be heard from. We were supposed to meet Donald Trump, but he chickened out. He wouldn't do it. He said he didn't think the farmer was having that much trouble. He said because he didn't hear nothing about it. Yeah, just because he don't hear nothing about it, that don't mean it ain't happening. It's just tough. And then so many people laughed at me, and then so many people cried. But I did the best I could, what I had to do, and tried to make it.
So you heard what he said? They showed him no mercy. They ain't showed him no mercy. And that's what's going to happen to the enemy. James 2:13, it reads, for he shall have judgment without mercy. They have showed no mercy, and mercy rejoiceth against judgment. So I got a few precepts here. And he said, he was passing it to his son, which is supposed to be, that's in the law, man. It's supposed to be passed down generation to generation. Jakes don't understand they under the curses, man. You're under curses. And most importantly, that knowing that we're under the curses, you can never trust your enemy, man. This is Ecclesiastes 12. Start at 10, it reads, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. That's what happened. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat, and die at the last. Remember my words and be pricked therewith. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts? There was a time when we didn't know, but now we know, and we are using wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to stay away from these bastards, man. The Lord said, be wise as a serpent and harmless as doves. And if he don't know, then it wasn't meant for him to know. This is verse 14. So one that goeth to a sinner, which that's what our people do, they go to these sinners, Esau, Edom, the one that make you sin, because heathen can't commit sin, but he controls the world, so he get to make you go off. So that one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins. Who will pity? Nobody got pity for you, Jakes, man. For a while he will abide with thee, which is what his story is. But if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. An enemy speaking sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. Why did his stuff get taken? Because of the so-called white man. But we under curses. So he was trying to, what's that? Haggai chapter 1, 2 through 9. Jake trying to build their house while the Lord's house is lying waste. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. He will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance. Now this spilling over to chapter 13, Ecclesiastes 13 and 1. He that toucheth pitch shall be defiled therewith. The so-called white man is pitch. He that have fellowship with a proud man shall be like unto him. Burden not thyself above thy power while thou livest, and have no fellowship with one that is mightier and richer than thyself. For how agree the kettle and the earthen pot together? For if the one be smitten against the other, it shall be broken. The rich man have done wrong, and yet he threateneth withal. The poor is wronged, and he must entreat also. If thou be for his profit, he will use thee, but if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee. If thou have anything, he will live with thee, yea, he will make thee bear and will not be sorry for it. He made this man bear. If he have need of thee, he will deceive thee and smile upon thee and put thee in hope. He will speak thee fair and say, what wantest thou? And I'm gonna get that verse in Proverbs 26. When they say, when he speaketh fair, believe him not, because there are 7 abominations in his heart, man. And he will shame thee by his meats until he have drawn thee twice or thrice. And at the last he will laugh thee to scorn afterward. When he seeth thee, he will forsake thee and shake his head at thee. Beware that thou be not deceived and brought down in thy jollity. And that's what happened. He was in a good spot. And he was brought down, man. In that jollity, man. He was brought down. Go look up jollity. He was brought down. He was doing good. He had no problem. He was doing good. Now that Esau done took it, now he want to complain. Well, that's the average nigga for you, man. When they doing good, they ain't complaining. And like it's saying, what's that? Additions to Esther. These niggas ain't grieving that we in bitter captivity, man. It ain't till the so-called white man take his shit, then the nigga crying. Where is it? I think it's in it says they are not greedy, they are in bitter captivity. I forget where it's at. But it's I know it's in additions to Esther, I think it is. But they ain't grieving. Jake ain't grieving, man. Oh, there's another one in Jeremiah 5. Let me get this too. This is Jeremiah 5. In verse 3 it reads, O Yahweh, are not the eyes upon the truth? Thou hast stricken them, but they have not grieved. Thou hast at the water, okay, addition as a 14. Okay, O Yahweh, are not the eyes upon the truth? Thou hast stricken them, but they have not grieved. Thou hast consumed them, but they have refused to receive correction. They have made their faces harder than a rock. They have refused to return. Then this is why the Lord said in Jeremiah, was that 2:13, 2:14, is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled? He's spoiled because of what the so-called white man then allegedly gave him, which it all came from the Lord anyway. Yeah, additions to Esther 14 in verse 5, it reads, "From my youth up, I have heard in the tribe of my family that thou, O Lord, tookest Israel from among all people, and our fathers from all their predecessors, for a perpetual inheritance. And thou hast performed whatsoever thou didst promise them. And now we have sinned before thee, therefore hast thou given us into the hand of our enemies, because we worship their gods. O Lord, thou art righteous. Nevertheless, it satisfies them not that we are in bitter captivity, but they have stricken hands with their idols." See, these niggas ain't grieving, man. So, just a few precepts I got here. This is Micah 2:1. When I saw this 5-minute clip, I thought about all these precepts. Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it. Why? Because it is in the power of their hands. See? This is Proverbs 12:26. It reads, "The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them." And this is what happened, man. He was seduced. This is Proverbs 4:14. It reads, "Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. Avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it, and pass away. For they sleep not." This is the precept. Is Proverbs 4:16 is the precept of Micah 2:1. "For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall." See, the niggas don't go to sleep until they have made an agreement to do more wickedness. Back in Micah 2:1, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When morning is light, they practice it, because it is in power in their hand." See, Proverbs 4:16 again. "For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall. For they eat the bread of wickedness, and drink the wine of violence." This is Proverbs 16:29. It reads, "A violent man enticeth his neighbor, and leadeth him into a way that is not good. He shutteth his eyes to devise forward things. Moving his lips, he bringeth evil to pass." And this is what he did, man. A violent man enticeth his neighbor, and leadeth him away in the way that is not good. That's why I read Proverbs 12:26. "The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the ways of the wicked seduceth them," man. This is Proverbs 21:7. It reads, "The robbery of the wicked shall destroy them, because they refuse to do judgment." The robbery of the wicked shall destroy them. What it said in James 5, he heap treasure together for the last days, and the rest of them shall be a witness against him, man. The robbery of the wicked shall destroy them, because they refuse to do judgment. See, he's supposed to be doing right on the earth, but they can't, man. This is verse 10. The soul, Proverbs 21:10. "The soul of the wicked desireth evil. His neighbor findeth no favor in his eyes." This is what we're finding out, man. The soul of the wicked desireth evil. His neighbor findeth no favor in his eyes, man. Because it's saying Proverbs 26 that this nigga is completely wicked, man. Let's get it. Proverbs 26 and 24. It reads. And you think the so-called white man done changed? You think he done changed from who they was before you was allegedly free in 1845, allegedly, because they sent the slave patrol after Jake. This Proverbs 26 and 24. He that hateth dissembleth with his lips, and layeth up deceit within him. When he speaketh fair, believe him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart. 7 is completion. So the so-called white man is completely wicked, man. Predatory linen and redlining, whose hatred is covered by deceit, his wickedness shall be showed before the whole congregation. And the Lord said he's gonna make Esau barren, man. So the Lord is exposing these devils. He's exposing them, man. Wicked. This is. And you think this nigga done changed? Job. This is Job 13 and 4 reads. But ye are forges of lies. Ye are all physicians of no value. They are forges of lies, man. This is Job 14 and 5. Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one. The Lord said, what he have made crooked cannot be straightened. Let me get this. Ecclesiastes. The Lord made this man crooked, man. This is Ecclesiastes 1 and 15. That which is crooked cannot be made straight, and that which is wanting cannot be numbered. Yep. I was going to get that one next. The water. Ecclesiastes 7:13 from Kazab Bunyahawda. I always read these two together whenever I do a lesson with them. Consider the work of power, Yahweh Shema Shai. Who can make that straight which he have made crooked? See? That which is crooked cannot be made straight, man. This is Jeremiah 13 and 23. It reads, can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leper his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil. Let's get the word accustomed. Let's see what it say. Let's go to blue letter. So it's Jeremiah 13:23. This word here, accustomed. Let's see what it say. It only makes sense when you're reading it. Can't help but make sense. So this is accustomed. Turn this up. Come on now.
Second entry, Limud.
So it said Lamode. So it say, let's go to the Strongs. They got discipline, learned, taught, used. So it say to learn, teach, exercise in, be trained, to be taught, diligence, instruction, skillful, teachers. So let me go back here one more time. There was another one. So there's Strongs, which lead to another one. It say okay, yeah. It say to teach, expert, instruct, diligent, learn, skillful. right? To teach. So it reads, can an Ethiopian change his skin or a leper his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil. So he's accustomed to be the wicked, man. So this man, he ain't gonna never treat you right, man. And it tell you in Sirach 14, Ecclesiastes 14, if he do good, he doing it unwillingly, man. And I like to read. So I read that Job 14 and 4. Right. So Job 14 and 4, let's read this again. Because I like to link this with the one in Sirach 34 and 4. This is Job 14 and 4. It reads, who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one. So you go to the one in Ecclesiastes 34 and 4. It reads this. Of an unclean thing, what can be cleansed? And from that thing which is false, what truth can come? None. Of an unclean thing, what can be cleansed? You can't cleanse pork, no matter what you do to it. You know, they call over there in the state of Israel, they kosher pig. Ain't no such thing as a kosher pig, man. Okay? Ecclesiastes 34 and 4. Of an unclean thing, what can be cleansed? And the pig is in the eyes of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, the pig is right. It was made for its purpose. So it's right. So it's clean according to its custom. But according to making it a delicacy is not a custom, man. Of an unclean thing, what can be cleansed? And from that thing which is false, what truth can come? It said in Job 13 and 4, they are forges of lies, right? So of a false thing, what truth can come? You don't get no truth from the so-called white man. It tell you in Psalms 119 and 69, it said it reads, the proud have forced to lie against us. So this what this nigga do, man. Everything about these devils, you can't trust them, period. You know, I just saw this and I just want to make some points. This is Job 20 and 18, because you got to pay for all this. And this is in the law when you read in Exodus 22. So this is Job 20 and 18, and reads, that which he labored for shall he restore. And this is in the law. Let me read some of this. You got to restore, man. Exodus 22 and 1. If a man steal an ox or a sheep and kill it or sell it, he shall restore 5 oxen for an ox and 4 sheep for a sheep. If a thief be found breaking up and be smitten that he die, there shall no blood be shed for him, because he died in his death. For the sun shall be risen upon him, there shall be bloodshed for him, for he shall make full restitution. If he have nothing, then he shall be sold for his theft. You're gonna be a servant. If the theft be certainly found in his hand alive, whether it be ox or ass or sheep, he shall restore double. And it's and this is Exodus 22, Exodus 21 and 16 say, he that stealeth from man, or if he shall be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death for it. And we still found in the hands of the so-called white people. If a man cause a field or vineyard to be eaten, and shall put in his beast, and shall feed in another man's field, which the so-called white man has done with America. This was Gad, Reuben, and Issachar land, or of the best of his own field, and of the best of his own vineyard, he shall make restitution. If fire break out and catching thorns, so that the stalks of corn, or the standing corn, or the field be consumed therewith, he that kindled the fire shall surely make restitution. And who burned down the temple? Esau, Edom. First Ezra 4:4-5. It reads, thou hast also vowed to build up the temple, which the Edomites burned when Judea was made desolate by the Chaldeans. See, this precept go with the one in Psalm 37 In Obadiah 1, Esau was there when the Babylonians came, but he shall make full restitution, man. So going back to Job, see, it's in the law, man. You got to make full restitution for everything he done to us. Job 20:18. That which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance, see, shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein. Why? Because he have oppressed and have forsaken the poor, because he have violently taken away an house which he builded not. He ain't builded what this man had going on. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He should not save of that which he desired. And what it say his desire is as hell and death. It cannot be satisfied. And I read the verse in Proverbs. Let's go back to it real quick. In Proverbs 21, it said his desire is to do evil, man. Proverbs 21:7. Damn nigga, man. So-called white man, a real nigga. Proverbs 21:7. The robbery of the wicked shall destroy him, because they refuse to do judgment. Verse 10. The soul of the wicked desireth evil. His neighbor findeth no favor in his eyes, man. This is what they do, man. But the Lord made them to be this way. So, we can't get mad at this devil. The curse is gonna follow us. It tell you when you read Revelation 22:3, the curse is gonna follow us until Yahweh shall return, man. You see, he found another way to make it. Farming is a part of our history. That's why in the scripture talks about husbandry. The man, you can't, we gotta work. It's part of the curses. The Lord said, by the sweat of our brow shall we eat bread. But you can't put your trust in these niggas. Because the saying is, which is a real saying, Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians are the last hired and the first fired, man. And we all know this. That's facts. You can't put your trust in these devils, man. Oh, let me get this. In Proverbs, it's Proverbs 3:25, it reads, trust in Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, with all thine heart, and lean not into thy own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. See? So, these people trusting in the so-called white man, and then you find out this nigga's a devil, man. Proverbs 3:31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. See? What can you do? But now we understand, man. It's the Lord that's making all these moves. And Jake trying to find another avenue, man. Just like was that John chapter 10, right? A nigga trying to find a back door to go in, man. Then, hey, it's in the curses to say you're a bastard in your stores, man. The Lord let Jake get a little something, then after a while, it get destroyed, man. And it's always your enemy that giveth and taketh away, man. So anyway, I saw this, and as a matter of fact, on the close on place again. Oh boy, say, hey, all you love chicken. Hey, if you know what we go through, you'll change your mind by eating chicken.
If people knew what kind of mess was going on just to get a piece of chicken, they would stop eating it. Whatever you do, run from a poultry house. Do not do it. You'll lose your wife. You'll lose your health. You'll lose everything that you have. It's not worth it. Run from a chicken house. Run. I'm Carlton Sanders, and I'm from Forest, Mississippi. And I was a chicken grower for some 28 years for Cook Foods. And I lost everything I had due to the upgrades and a bunch of guys that didn't like black folks.
Hold on. read
That's
this.
the bottom line.
Right. And I'm from the Silk, man. Them Edomites hate niggas, man. They hate Jake. They hate Jake. I'm from a little county. There's a Edomite school. We don't play their teams on football, basketball, none of that. And I'm talking about in the same, like, right up the street from each other. But they do not play them, man. They do not play them. The teams do not play one another, man. I'm from a little county, all black school, man. All black school. Still right now. All blacks. Don't no blacks go to the white school. Don't no whites go to the black school in the little county I'm from. Yeah. Still like that now. And I didn't know till I went up there the other month to fellowship with them brothers. And I did a video on it. They sent me the video that the little county like is racist is one of the racist counties in Mississippi, man. The county I'm from, the little city. They hate Jake, man. The brother put up, I'm gonna read this. Cause it's fire. Cause this right here is Esau eat them all day long. Ecclesiastes 34:21. The bread of the needy is your life. He that defraudeth him thereof is a man of blood. See, fire, bro. Fire. That's fire right there. I'm gonna leave that on the screen. That was fire. So there you go out. Come on with that. Come on, bro. Shalom, bro. Yabba Shema Shah Brakatah. But come on with that elder shit, bro. You stop playing with me, Jake. Anyway, the brother like messing with me, man. See, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, I'm gonna leave that on the screen. Oh, I was gonna get this. Cause it say the bread of the needy is their life. And this nigga know, like, if this guy's a farmer, like, they can play you on that, man. The bread of the needy is their life. He that defraudeth him thereof is a man of blood. And I want to get this in Psalms 4:40. Because the scripture called a so-called white man, he's the bloody man. It's Psalm 140 and 1. Love you, Havatah, love you too. Deliver me, O Yahweh, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man, which imagine mischief in their heart. Continually are they gathered together for war. See? I forget what's another verse too, talking about this nigga love blood, man. They have sharpened their tongues like a serpent, adder's poison is under their lips. Keep me, O Yahweh, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man who have proposed to overthrow my goings. See, the proud have hid a snare for me, and cords, they have spread a net by the wayside. They have set gins for me. This is what they do, man. This is what they do. And like it say, Proverbs 12:26, the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the ways of the wicked seduce them, man. But these are them bloody men. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. But the Lord said we got to go to the enemy for the one of all things. It's a part of the curses. So while Jake trying to make it to Hollywood, this guy here trying to make it for me. And it's crazy because, but without the Lord, man, that Haggai won. Is it Jake trying to build their own house while the Lord's house lie waste, man? But like the point I was making earlier, eventually the Lord, if you don't know about Yahweh Shema Rashad, then you're gonna be a 3-time loser anyway. You're gonna wind up losing anyway if the Lord ain't dealing with you. Because everything out in our life, we gotta put Yahweh Shema Rashad first, man. And this is what the Lord is teaching us. The Lord say he hid his face. And when the Lord hid his face, we've been catching hell, man. We've been catching hell since the Lord hid his face from us. So if the Lord don't tap into you with that mercy and that grace, you do, man. What's that verse? Call them bloody men. Let me see if I can get this. If the Lord don't get the Holy Spirit, man, you do, man. It's a no-go. And you know, when you see this, like, man, it's sad, but then it ain't sad, man, because I make the point all the time that Jeremiah 14:11. Therefore, the Lord say, "Pray not for these people for their good." So, to the naked eye, right, the common folk, he would be doing a good thing. The Lord don't care nothing about him with his damn chicken houses got snatched up by the so-called white man, who you love dearly. Cause you heard what he said at the end. We trying to get a bill passed. By who? The same niggas that took your shit. What? That sounds like hypocrisy to me. Let me see. Let me type this in. Bear with me here. How the hell you trying to get a bill passed? Like this other guy that lesson on. This he right here on the side right here. This nigga right here. Black firm will celebrate historic 2 billion payout. This nigga here with the cowboy. I did a lesson on him. The nigga, they done took off. They done gave them a $2 billion payout. Nigga, all that farm tool, you got them jump, you got them combines and all that stuff you gotta use to crop with. Man, that money gone, man. Stop it. Let me get this. Cause I know it called bloody men. Where is it? Yup. Psalms 59. Called right here by Shema Shah. Let me read this. They're talking about Esau Edom, the so-called white man. This is Psalms 59 in verse 2. It reads, "Deliver me from the workers of iniquity and save me from bloody men. For lo, they lie in wait for my soul. The mighty are gathered against me, not for my transgressions, not for my sins, O Lord. They run and prepare themselves without my fault, awake to help me, and behold." See? "Thou therefore, O power, O Yahweh, power of hosts, the power of Israel, awake to visit all the heathen. Be not merciful to any wicked transgressor." Which talking about Israelites, wicked niggas. So this is when Saul was at David. He said when Saul sent and they watched the house to kill, he said, "Deliver me from my enemies, O my power. Defend me from them that rise up against me. Deliver me from the workers of iniquity and save me from bloody men." But this applies to Esau Edom, because what the Lord say to prove this applied to the so-called white man, the bloody men. Ezekiel 35. The Lord said, "Moreover, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it." And this is why we constantly go in on you devils. "And say unto it, Thus saith Yahweh power, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh. Why? Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, and in the time of their iniquity had an end." See? "Therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee." See? So, yeah, man, I just saw this clip. Hey, man, pray not for these people for their good, man. Take it up with Yahweh Shema Shah, man. We under curses, and we see 2/3, man. And it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get a lot worse out here. This is let me read this one, bro. This is GMS and his likeness put up Ecclesiastes 19:26. "There is a wicked man that hang him down his head sadly, but inwardly he is full of deceit." Yep. That's them bastards, man. When they try to play on you at the plantation like they cool with you. Verse 27. "Casting down his countenance and making as if he heard not. When he is not known, He will do thee a mischief before thou be aware. Yep. Crafty counsel of the wicked, man. Man. Yep. Hey, so Lord willing, this was edifying. Gotta give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rikah, Kodash. I said I was gonna finish playing this. Let's finish playing this. It's only 50 seconds in. I'm gonna run it back. Run it back.
If people knew what kind of mess was going on just to get a piece of chicken, they would stop eating it. Whatever you do, run from a poultry house. Do not do it. You'll lose your wife. You'll lose your health. You'll lose everything that you have. It's not worth it. Run from a chicken house. Run. I'm Carlton Sanders, and I'm from Forest, Mississippi. And I was a chicken grower for some 28 years for Cook Foods. And I lost everything I had due to the upgrades and a bunch of guys that didn't like black folks. That's the bottom line.
Mm. 28 years gone down the drain. And it's heavy because it's the Lord that's making these changes, man. Nothing's going to stay the same. Nothing's going to stay the same, man. Everything is changing. We going somewhat different, man. Ain't no more normal. Ain't no going back to normal, man. The new normal. And on the shirt I had got made, it says normal isn't coming back. Yahweh Shai is.
I mean, if people knew how much trouble we were having trying to grow these chicken, they would stop eating chicken. I mean, it's just that simple. Because nobody wants to be like I am now. I lost everything and pitiful looking and talking. And people don't want to do that.
See?
But now Tyson,
looking. That's why I read Ecclesiastes 12, man. It said, who would pity a charmer that is bidden, man? Nobody got no pity for you, nigga. Old bottom nigga, man. Pray not for these people for their good, man. You ain't trying to build a Lord's house. He said he got a son he tried to pass it down to. Your son know about Yahweh Shema Shai? More than likely not. Nobody got no pity for Jake, man. The Lord said, hey, what's that? Isaiah 58:1. Cry loud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet. Nobody got no pity for Jake, man. We're in the time now. Yahweh Shai said in John 15:22. If he had not, he said, if he had not came, they would not have sin, man. But now they have no cloak for their sin. And before America be destroyed, everybody in America, all 5,000 square miles, will have heard of this truth, man. You will have heard of Yahweh Shema Shai before this place be destroyed, man. No excuses, man.
and Cook, ooh, it's just like you in hell with those guys.
Yep, that's it. Those have forsaken thee. Yep. That's Jeremiah 30:14. Yep.
Yeah, I used to cry and couldn't stand to come by here because I did everything from scratch. And I'd been here for 30 some years. Had a beautiful garden. You know, everything was just good and perfect. So,
see, hey,
you know, therefore,
as the Lord, as Yahweh Shema Shai had destroyed the so-called white man's kingdom, all you niggas, the Lord put cases on all you niggas, all you niggas that cleave into the so-called white man. This nigga his kingdom is falling, man. This last great white hope is falling, and all you niggas that cleave to the so-called white man, you think the government going to help you? You voting slow-bellied niggas. You know he was voting. Man, the Lord is moving. He's removing all that, man. The Lord in Isaiah 3, the Lord said he's taking away the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread, and the whole stay of water. In Joel 1, it talks about how the Lord gonna destroy all the seeds of the ground. He gonna take away all the cattle. In Habakkuk 3, he's taking away all the beasts out of the stalls. The Lord destroying all the food, man. Oh, what's that? Matter of fact, let me get this. In Hosea, I'm read this one. I'm gonna let this finish. Every time I hear this nigga, man, I just think about more precepts, man. Hosea 4:1, it reads. Oh, and I'm gonna make that point earlier. The other lesson I was doing when and I remember hearing the brother Yasha Moth from the Mississippi camp. He was like that Hosea what's that Hosea right here, Hosea 4:6, right? But verse 7, as they were increased, so they sinned against me. Dealing with them niggas when I was titled the lesson, hey, when the mercy is gone, they're gonna be looking for it, they're gonna want it. As they were increased, so they sinned against me. Therefore will I change that glory into shame. You like mocking Yahweh Shema Shah? That's their glory right now. All these YouTuber niggas, these mock the messages, Marcus Rogers and what's his other nigga name? Marcus Price. Hey, all you niggas, you vocab, hey, you glorying and mocking Yahweh Shema Shah. The Lord, that's their glory right now. So the Lord gonna turn their glory into shame. Therefore will I change their glory into shame. I'm going to read that earlier. This Hosea 4:1. Hear the word of Yahweh, ye children of Israel. For Yahweh have a controversy with the inhabitants of the land. Why? Why? Because there is no truth. See, this nigga don't know nothing about the Lord. Because there is no truth, nor mercy. He said the white man ain't show him no mercy, nor knowledge of God in the land. By swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out in blood touching blood. Therefore shall the land mourn, and everyone that dwells therein shall languish with the beasts of the field and the fowls of heaven. Yeah, the fishes of the sea also shall be taken away. And this is what the Lord is doing, man. See, it's finna go from worse to grievous real soon, man. Niggas don't believe it, but just keep living and watch Yahweh Shema Shah work.
It just made a mess out of things. Have to get out and move somewhere else and relocate. And you know how it is. It was just hard all over.
Hey, he already said.
This was my number one house right here.
Nigga, you a pilgrim, nigga. Our forefathers were pilgrims, so who the fuck is us? Who are we to complain? Our forefathers are pilgrims, man. Who want it back? Oh yeah, 209. What he said? Let's run it back.
It was just hard all over. This was my number one house right here. It just made a mess out of things. Have to get out and move somewhere else and relocate. And you know how it is.
See, had to get out, move somewhere else, and relocate. Well, let me read this. Welcome back. This ain't our, hey, what's that? Michael 2:10. This is not our rest, man. And Jake that made this day rest, man, and the Lord shaking shit up, man. That's what happened. Hey, the minute Jake get comfortable, the Lord shake shit up, and your ass got to move, man. This is Hebrews 11:8. By faith, Abraham, when he was called to go out into a place which he should after receive for inheritance, obeyed, and he went out, not knowing whether he went. By faith, he sojourned in the land of promise, as in a strange country, dwelling in tabernacles with Isaac and Jacob, the heirs with him of the same promise. What was Esau and Ishmael? Nowhere, over there. For he looked for a city which had foundation, whose builder and maker is God. These all died in faith. Who? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Verse 13, these all died in faith, not having received the promises, but having seen them afar off, and were persuaded of them, and embraced them, and confessed that they were strangers and pilgrims on the earth. Hey, so you ain't no better than our forefathers, man. So stop crying, pick yourself up by the bootstraps, as the so-called white man say, and start over, nigga.
It's just hard all over.
No shit.
This was my number one house right here on the Carlton Sanders farm. And I did this for 28 years right here at this farm right here.
Ooh, that's fire. Hold on. That's fire, bro. This is GMS in his likeness. Hey, subscribe to all these Akim channels. Beautiful lessons. Shalom to the Akim I want tuning in. Yeah, about Shema Shah, bro. This is GMS in his likeness, Psalm 69 and 20. Reproach have broken my heart, and I am full of heaviness. This is what this guy said. This is what old Jake saying. Reproach have broken my heart, and I am full of heaviness. And I look for some to take pity, but there was none, and for comforters, but I found none. See, but we understand this now, but he don't. He still look, cause he's talking about, man, we trying to put a bill together. And nigga, to send it to who? The same niggas that took your shit? Hey, call out Yahba Shema Shah, cause now we know without the Lord, man. And then the Lord said he will make, I was just reading it, was that Proverbs was that Proverbs 12? Let me go back to it. I forget where it was at right off. Was it 12 and 7? I think it is. It's been a minute since I read it too. I was looking at this earlier. No. It's a damn, I forget what it said. It's been a minute, but it was like it's almost like the verse in Jeremiah 15 and 11. The Lord make the peace with it in he that served the Lord, he'll make his enemy to be at peace with him. It's in Proverbs. I forget which verse it was. Damn it, man. I forget where it said. It was something. I know it's verse 7. I forget where it was at. 10 and 7. No. This is fire. The righteous is delivered out of trouble, and the wicked cometh in his stead. That's fire. Where's that verse, man? Was it 13 and 7? Nope. I forget where it said. Oh man. It said what it said. He that pleased the Lord. Yep, that's it. That's it. The water, bro. 16 and 7. Okay. The water. Yep, because up on your holder. When a man's ways please Yahweh, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. Right, man. And see, this clearly ain't happening with this guy. Man. Hey, throw out from the precept too, man. Yeah, brother, put on. This is the brother Azan Hamath put up Matthew 12 and 37. For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned. Yep. Because his words is smoother than butter, man. His words smoother than butter, softer than oil, but yet war's in his heart, man. Deceit, man. He gonna pay for all that, man.
1 year, and I would have had everything paid for, from 750,000 down to 50,000. They found out somehow that I about to get everything paid for, and they wanted me to do all upgrades, so it would put me back in debt some $500,000, and the bank wouldn't do it. First, the bank was on my side, so we are sick of these chicken farms and the way they operate. And then all of a sudden, when they got ready to cut me off and kill me, then the bank pulled in with them.
Of course, the white man control the banks, man. Fucking devils, man.
My son got the money to buy the place, and once he got the money, they wouldn't let him have it. The man told me, said, well, he told my son first, he said, they trying to put your dad out of there. They sold for $110,000. That's what this guy got it for.
How much did you have today?
I offered him 150. It was a racial thing, a black versus white. And if I'd have been a white guy, I never would have went through this. And They didn't have no mercy on me, and I don't wish this on nobody. And a farmer shouldn't have to go through this, when he's feeding America. He shouldn't have to go through this. Nobody should have to go through what I done gone through.
See, it's Jake, man. Jake trusting in their damn enemies, man. Let me read this, man. This is Isaiah. Slow belly niggas, man. Isaiah 30:1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with their covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk to go down into Egypt, you have not asked in my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and the government. I'm feeding all America. Woman shouldn't go through this. Yes, you should, nigga. You in captivity. And to trust in the shadow of Egypt. And if the Lord ain't dealing with you, you definitely gonna go through it. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. Nobody feels sorry for you, Jake. Pick yourself up by the bootstraps, nigga, and start over.
So, like I said, I thank God I'm still living in them things as well. It is.
See, what God? Who? The Lord said there are many idols that the people call gods. So what God you talking about, Jake? Nigga have the nigga head shaved off. At least he ain't bald in the top. So that lets you know he can grow the rest of his hair. And no beard on his face. Booty duty. Looking like his master.
And that's just how it is. I'm thankful and blessed. Chicken is the way of life in Mississippi. Now, that way you're gonna find your black guys that on the truck and catching the chicken. It's pretty dangerous because right now with this corona thing out, these people get sick and die or get sick. They just roll another black guy in this place and tell him to keep on getting up. It's terrible. If people knew what kind of mess was going on just to get a piece of chicken, they would stop eating it.
Corey, man. That's it, man. That's it, man. So Lord was edifying. Gotta give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rekad, Kodash. That honors to the apostles and down the bishop and elders of great millstone who well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all Israel, ready to accept them or not. And the sincere salutation to all the occupant pushing this truth and believing this truth with the full ends of the earth. Then tell you real shit like the hopeful elect. Shalom to the Agwal well listen learning. You few sisters well listen learning. For tuning in, may Yahweh Shema Shai continue to bless you in your houses. May the blessing of election be upon your houses. Till next time, I say Shalom, Wa Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Shalak Rayum, Wa Nashim, Wa Abadim, Wa Haragim, Wa Mashapayim. All call of the woman, Wa Warrior, Wa Yabyam, Wa Bakashah, Bakashah, Bakashah. Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, the water of Shalom.